Have you ever tried losing weight and no matter what you do, you always end up saying one word, tomorrow? So, what's stopping you from getting to your weight loss goals and what's holding you back from getting the body that you truly desire? In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what I wish I knew before starting. This is going to be one of the best losing weight and fat loss guides that you're ever going to see because it's going to be real. We'll talk for around 20 minutes. If you can do 20 minutes, I promise you, you won't have as many questions as you had about weight loss. And I'm also going to give you some tips to help you lose 5 pounds for free. And it's going to be just what I did for me that worked for me. So I'm not saying that it's going to work for you, but it's what I did that worked for me. And I've helped others do the exact same thing, so it may work for you as well. If you get a call from your friend and they tell you they just want $1,000,000 and all you have to do is get to them and take them to go get it and they'll split it with you. But you're so excited, you hang up the phone before you can get where they're at. And more importantly, you don't even know where you are. So even if you had their location, you still couldn't get there because you don't have your location. So it's so important to know where you are before you know where you're going. Google Maps never works when your location is not found. When's the last time you got on the scale? And if it's been more than a month, 2 months, 3 months, ask yourself why. What's the real reason that's holding you back? For me, I just ignored it because I didn't know how big I actually was until I lost 100 pounds. And I realized that there's people who weigh 100 pounds. My wife currently, she's like 130. I lost 110 to 115, 20 pounds. So I literally lost a whole person. If that doesn't register in your mind that there's so much potential in you and you can literally change your life and lose a whole nother person and become a new person, I don't know what other motivation you need. The person you are currently isn't the person you need to be or desire to be. So why are you still currently that person? Whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're young or old, there's a way to get what you want. And it's up to you to decide, which is our next point, is if you're worth it or not. What's your self-worth to you? Do you think that you're worth a Lamborghini or do you think you're a Nissan? Do you think you're a Honda? There's nothing wrong with those cars. They're reliable, but it's not Lamborghini or Ferrari. And how long do you want to just be the average car, just putting 87 in your vehicle, even though you really, really want to put 91? But it's just easier to do 87. How long is this going to last for? Do you not desire better for yourself? I desired better for myself. And when my friend, after I lost 100 pounds and I came back after summer and he's seen the potential in me and his eyes are lit up and that was all he needed, he lost 100 pounds. And I'll show you right now. Look at this. Look at this on the screen. This guy went from 340 pounds to like 227. And here's a video clip of him even talking about it. And he's going to tell you exactly what changed his mind. What's the most amount of weight that you ever weighed?
I was around 340, 345.
What year was that?
2019.
2019. Okay, so it's 2024. So it's 5 years later. How much do you weigh?
Right now I'm like 227. It's for sure mindset. You feel me? Like your physical body is one thing. Yeah, that's cool. But it's a reflection of your mind.
And it was really all mindset. And he said it was a decision that you just have to make. After you get the mindset down, obviously you need to work on the diet. I would say workouts, but diet is actually more important than workouts. We've all know that we can't out train a bad diet, but you can out diet bad training. So when I was losing my first 50 pounds in 6 months, I literally didn't work out one time. I didn't work out one time. If you're lazy, this is for you. Listen up. If you made it this far, trust me, this is for you. I lost 50 pounds in 6 months, and all I did was trade foods. I go to In-N-Out, instead of 2 burgers, fries, and a drink, now I'm getting 2 burgers, lettuce wrap, no fries, no drink. If I want fries, I can nibble on someone else's fries. Or if someone's around you. If you're by yourself, unfortunately, you shouldn't get fries if you're trying to lose weight. Do you know that when we're losing weight, we're in a mild form of starvation? So why would you want to be in that period of time for a long period of time? I was trying to lose the weight as fast and as safe as possible, but once I started seeing the weight go off, I stopped trying to lose weight and it became my lifestyle. So the rest of the weight just came off. I promise I did not try to lose 100 pounds. I just said I want to become a healthier person. I don't want to be that person anymore. And it led to losing 100 pounds, losing more than 100 pounds. And I got to get opportunities and job opportunities and make tens of thousands of dollars that I wouldn't have made simply because I became more fit. I'm talking about in person and online, from being able to crawl under houses to go do plumbing to be able to get on top of houses and do solar, which other people couldn't get up there because they weighed too much, which is just like my old self. So now my income is going up just because I lost weight. Also, my impact is going up because the people I get to change lives. Do you know how many people ask me questions and advice because they know my story? Do you know how many people seen me and know how it's possible to lose weight just because I've done it? And I'm talking about in the real world. That's why I came to the online space, because I was already influencing people. I've been influencing people all my life. It's now just doing it on a bigger scale. There's always going to be influencers around you. It's just how big is their influence? And I just want to make mine bigger. And you should too. What if your desire to not become better is stopping someone else from becoming the better version of themselves because they needed you to show up? I needed me when I was 300 pounds to come show up and say, yo, bro, are you seriously going to be 16 years old with freaking man boobs, sitting in your room, playing video games, but you want to be a rich kid at 21? Bro, you got 5 years. Let's get to grinding. And immediately I would have switched my whole paradigm. And instead of being a fat, overweight kid and just focused on games and football, I would have been trying to obviously better myself, work out more. I would have had the better body. So when I did create this business, now I look like a better product. Instead, I neglected the gym. I said, I hate the gym. I said, I'm not working out. Working out is for these people. Who works out if you have a gun? Stupid stuff. Now it's the opposite. I believe if you have a gun and you can't defend yourself, you're not a real man. It's two different perspectives that I've had. And one of them was the overweight Bryce, and the next one was B Got Fit. I broke the difference down between these two, and Bryce still tries to come back. Hey, you should go get that little candy bar. And sometimes I listen, but then there's days where B Got Fit pops out, and I have to go kill Bryce. I have to literally get rid of him. I have to kill those thoughts that I have to literally go kill the thoughts that Bryce had instead of keeping them there. And if you have those bad thoughts of your current self, you need to put thoughts towards your future self. What would the future self be doing? Would they be waking up, scrolling on TikTok, eating waffles and eggs in bed, eating with all that syrup? And come on, I used to do like terrible habits, 3 bowls of cereals and Netflix because I had nothing else to do. I was living with my mom. There's nothing else to do. Like, have a goal and have a desire to be better, and that will also lead you to becoming better. Don't expect the body will show up. Don't expect the money will show up. Don't expect the girl to show up if you're not working on you. And it's a lot of women out here that I believe could actually be 10 times more beautiful and change the actual lives of other men if they only took care of themselves. But it's a lot of overweight women. So now the marketplace goes even less down. And for the men, now you're leaving it up to the guys. There's a lot of good overweight men with great morals that would love to take the pretty girl out, but she's just not choosing him. And he is a better candidate than the guy who's going to cheat on her because he has no morals. But she's going off what she sees and what she hears. What she sees, the flashy car. What she hears, what he says. Versus, he's funny, but, you know, if you're an overweight man, you've got that before. If you're a pretty girl, then you've said that before. And it's not a problem. But I do remember the paradigm switching to where women started pursuing me. I am not the most attractive guy. I'm not trying to be the most attractive guy. I don't care about that. I care about status. I care about becoming a billionaire. And like with a B. And if I took a polygraph test right now and they said at 23 years old right now and they put it on me and they said, do you believe that you'll become a billionaire? It would for 100% say yes. That's my desire. Status. Conquering. Empire. Legacy. I couldn't do that as a 310-pound 16-year-old. When you got people like Alexander the Great, like conquering the world at a young age, and we're just eating ho-hos and ding-dongs in our rooms. There is a surge of kids with autism right now. My mom owns daycares, and there's other daycares in different cities that all have been having a lot of kids with autism. Well, when I look at it, I think it's just the food from generations and generations. Because if you look at it like this, the mom gets the food for 9 months, but 6 months before that, whatever the baby turns out is because of what the dad was eating. So I believe that in between those phases, these kids are getting autism, and not always is it the food. And this isn't a fact. This is just my opinion. Disclaimer: it's just my opinion. But it's just very interesting to me. So be careful what you eat. I'm not the most healthy eater. Like, I eat chocolate like a normal person. I eat stuff, but tired of going to get a poke bowl, and they say, "Do you want some imitation crab?" And I know that they just said that it's some fake crab, and I still say yes. And what does this look like? If you think that's, you're like, what the heck? Why would you do that? Okay, cool. You go to McDonald's. My opinion, by the way, this is my opinion. Go to McDonald's. I don't think it's that many cows and chickens on this earth. I know God's almighty, but I don't think that every single McDonald's got that much chicken, because, like, bro, there's not that many cows and chickens in the world. So what meat are we eating for real? And that's why I don't eat McDonald's. That's why I don't eat meat from certain places. I only eat personally halal meat. If I have to eat other sources of meat, I just hope that it's good and I pray over it. But, like, just be careful. You got to be woke. And also, do you want to die sooner because you're overweight? Really though, do you want to die sooner because you're overweight? This is everything that I wish I knew before losing weight. Like, all of these facts, how passionate I am about it now is simply because of how oblivious I was before. Like, they are literally putting stuff that is hyper palatable in your foods to make you want them more. Fructose corn syrup is the reason why you probably are going back bowl after bowl after bowl. And we are not smarter than the billions of dollars that are being put into this to corrupt us into taking that step. Just a theory, though. This is just my opinion. I was just kidding about everything I just said. Just my opinion. But everything in life has consequences. If you stay overweight, what is that consequences for you? Do you have kids right now? They're probably overweight too. Why? Because they're 2 times more likely to be overweight just because you are. Just because you are. That's selfish. You're selfish if you're overweight and you have kids and you're allowing them to be overweight too. When I became a 300-pound kid, I had to deal with that. And my mom was the one just buying my food. And she was the one who had the audacity to say, "Hey, you're getting pretty big. You're buying all my food." If I want 2 cheeseburgers, say no. Say you only need 1. I don't even know what a calorie intake was as a kid. That is terrible. I literally just ate food when I just thought about that. Why do we not teach kids calorie intake? Because there's most adults who don't understand it, which is why they're still overweight. That is so important right there. Like, I didn't understand calorie intake until I was like 20. I lost the weight at 16 to 20, with 16 to 17, 18, kind of like 1 year and a half kind of thing. It was like a whole 120-pound weight loss transformation. But I didn't understand calorie intake. I didn't know that if I ate 2,000 or 500 calories less than my intake, then that would equate to a pound of fat in a week if I did it for 7 days, because 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat. And none of that was in my head. I literally was just eating better, moving a little bit more after the 6-month mark. Because remember, I said I lost 50 pounds in 6 months without working out. I just literally dieted better. And I never understood intake. Imagine if I did, I probably have got there faster, or would have never gotten overweight at all, because I understand, damn, I'm about to eat 2 burgers that are 600 calories each. That's 1,200 calories. This fries is 300 calories. The drink is another 150. That's 1,650. I'm a 16-year-old. My intake is only supposed to be 22, and it's 12 o'clock. So I have 8 hours to go before I eat my last meal, and I'm about to eat all of that, 2 burgers and fries and a drink right now, and that's going to be out of my system in 2 hours. You don't know that as a kid. You just eat. So then when you get hungry again, you think that it's normal. So then those habits keep going as you're an adult. I don't know what you want, but if it was me, I would really start taking my body serious because it just keeps getting worse. When I was an overweight kid, it didn't get better. I became an overweight almost adult. I just caught myself. I was this close. I literally got on the scale one day and I was exactly 300. I said, I will not get to 301. And from that day forward, I went down. Now I'm 199 and I got to 199 and I said, I will not get to 200. And now I'm at 197 in less than a day because I know what to do to lose a pound or two in a day for myself. If you want to know exactly what I do, click the link in the description and book a call with me and I'll give you exactly what I did to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. And it's super free. Just do that and I'll explain it to you. But real talk, lastly, I need you to stop self-sabotaging yourself. Like, how many times are you going to keep saying, I'm going to the gym and you don't? Because now you don't trust yourself. You really don't. You don't trust yourself. You say, I'm going, but you don't. And it's simply because you've done it so many times, your body doesn't believe you. And how many times are you going to go to the gym and you quit on yourself? How you do one thing is how you do everything. There's literally times I'll do 9 reps when I said I was going to do 10 and I'm about to put it back and I'm like, nope. Now bring it back and do the last rep because everything matters. Everything counts. The other day I told my wife to go get something from the porch in my head. And as I'm finna go tell her, I said, hey, go get this. I was finna say, go get this thing from the porch. But I knew the last time I went out there was a spider web that hit me. So I was like, I don't want to go into that spider web. But I know what that really means. If I send her, I'm subconsciously sending her into danger so I don't have to go face it. So I went to go get it. I came back. She said, why didn't you tell me to go get it? I would have got it. I said, I know. But I didn't want to send you into danger that I was fearing. And it's not that I was scared of a spider web, but it popped up into my head. And those spider webs are blockers in your life too. Like, it's not just the spider web. It's crazy, but I think like this because I like diffusing all negative thoughts. And most people just let these stack. Can you go get it for me? Lazy thinking and think nothing of it. No, that was a demon trying to infiltrate my mind. And it was a lazy demon, not a literal demon, but a lazy demon. And I just blocked it out. So I don't know about you, but if you desire health and you know that if someone wants to give you $1 million today and they say you can't wake up tomorrow, you wouldn't take it. You know your life is worth more than $1 million and you're not acting like it. You want to be a Ferrari, but you keep putting 87 in your Nissan. I don't know what else you want. If you still have questions, book a call with me down below, link in description, and remember, health is wealth.